All right, we're live. We're live. It's been a crazy, crazy good day. And I decided I'm going to do something new. I'm going live on Facebook and I'm going live on YouTube. And I'm going to be sharing with you guys something that I think is going to be really, really important and really a shift in what I'm doing. And so many of you know I have been 16 months, 17 months now, maybe in the journey into media and business and primarily focused on the business building side. So I am building a business. Many of you have seen me comment the word wise, and I'll send you information about my community. Well, we built the Wise Builders business community, but we're shifting some things right now into the Wise Builders Creator Academy. And rather than just focusing on 9 to 5 employees getting out of the grind, which I think is still a relevant thing, the common denominator, what's up, Ron? The common denominator, the common denominator in all of the sales calls that I've taken the past few months, the common denominator is I'm reaching people, and the people that are coming into this program are coming in because they feel like they have something burning in their heart that they're created to share with the world. And I think it's amazing. And most people that are connected with me have a very church mindset when it comes to how to get that information out there. So they're constantly thinking about church services and pulpits. And I'm telling you, there's such a major opportunity that's in front of us right now with the digital product space. So I've been on a couple sales calls today. I've worked out. I've been in the gym. So here I am. You get what you get. But I want to just share with you, and I'm going to start doing more of these lives, but I really want to talk to you today about something that's a shift in the audience that I feel like I'm called to serve. And I want to talk to you about the rise of the wisdom-led messenger. Okay. Now, if you're watching this right now on YouTube or Facebook, I want you to put in the comments. I want to make sure that you guys hear me really well. Okay, let's do this. Let's make an adjustment here. Okay, I think this probably makes it better. I would say my voice would sound better now. Okay, I'm glad I made that switch. But I want to talk to you today about something that's really burning in my heart and talk about the rise of the wisdom led messenger and why the future doesn't belong to the loudest voice. It belongs to the wisest one. Okay. Now, if you're on Facebook, I want you to do me a favor right now. I want you to comment the word wise if you want details about our Wise Builders Creator Academy, and I'll send that to you. Okay, now let's start here. The world doesn't need more viral content. It needs wise voices. See, we're living in a time where the loudest, most polarizing voices are getting the platform, while the deepest thinkers are being drowned out. And friend, I'm just not okay with that. I believe it's time to raise up a generation of wisdom-led messengers, people who care more about impact than influence, more about depth than dopamine, and more about truth than trends. So if you've got a message, if you've got a mission, and you're tired of watching lesser voices take the mic, this is your time, this is your movement, and it's time to get to work. I want to welcome you to our first episode of a new series I'm calling Rise of the Wise and Building a Personal Brand That Actually Matters. I'm Mark Casto, for those of you that may be catching this on YouTube for the first time, and I help wisdom-led messengers turn their wisdom into wealth, okay, and their message into a movement, and using digital products to make that happen and using systems that can scale. So let's be real, okay? We're living in a world where volume is mistaken for value. Whoever yells loudest, posts the most outrage, or triggers the algorithm the hardest gets the influence. But here's the tension. The most thoughtful, wise, and mission-driven voices that I know aren't just being ignored, they're burning out, stuck in obscurity, or making pennies trying to be relevant. And that's not how it's supposed to be. You're not, you don't need to become a walking clickbait machine to be impactful. You need clarity, you need a voice, and you need a system that allows wisdom to win. So you may be asking yourself, well, Mark, what are you defining as a wisdom led messenger? Well, I'm glad you asked. I want to define it this way. A wisdom led messenger is someone who has a message born from life, insight, and even conviction. Yeah, a wisdom led messenger is someone that wants to make a difference without selling their soul. They refuse to dilute their message to fit a trend, and they know their wisdom can become their wealth if they get the right blueprint and package it right. So, friend, a wise messenger, they're not trying to be the next influencer. They're trying to build something that outlives the algorithm. If you're a wise messenger, you want legacy, not just likes. You want freedom, not just followers. You want fruit that actually lasts. And for that, you need a brand, not just a bio. Some of you think that you can just throw some stuff on your bio and go live once a week, and you think that that's going to give you a legitimate source of income. So it takes a little bit more than that. And that's why I want to talk about the power of personal branding for messengers. So let's demystify this for a minute. You don't need a massive following. You don't need a YouTube plaque. And you sure don't need to dance on TikTok unless that's your thing. I'm not here to judge you for that. But what you do need is a clear message, a credible brand, a content strategy that turns viewers into buyers. Now, branding, when done right, makes it easy for people to recognize your value, remember your voice, and refer you when someone says, I need help with this or that. It's time to stop being the internet's best kept secret. So let's talk a little bit more about you don't need more followers. Okay. What if you don't need more followers, then what do you need? Well, you need a funnel. And I know this may challenge you, but hear me out. Once I grow my audience, then I'll build a business. That's the lie. Okay. Well, that's false. That's how people stay broke with beautiful content. What's the real strategy? Clarify your offer, package your wisdom, build your system. Then your audience shows up because they know where you're taking them. I've seen people literally monetize their message with 400 followers, and I've seen people with 40,000 followers who've never made $4,000. Why? Because attention doesn't always equal income. Structure does. And so I want to talk to you about building that structure. Okay. Now, this part's a little personal. There are too many people online selling stuff while you are holding on to real substance. It's not that your message isn't good, it's that it isn't visible. And if your voice isn't visible, your influence is capped. So let me put it like this. If you don't build your platform, someone with half your wisdom, but twice your marketing, they will. And that's not pride, that's stewardship. So let's fix that. So if what I'm saying to you, if this hits something in you today, if you know it's time to stop sitting on your message and start turning your wisdom into something scalable, profitable, and transformational, I want to help you. All you have to do, if you're watching this on Facebook, is just comment the word WISE down below, and I'm going to send you information about the Wise Builders Creator Academy. And this is where I personally guide you through clarifying your niche and your voice, packaging your wisdom into a high-ticket digital product. We're going to help you build your funnel and marketing strategy. And we're going to help you create a brand that isn't built on hype, but it's built on your God-given wisdom and truth. Now, friend, this isn't for hustlers. It's for builders, messengers, people who care more about depth than just trying to give somebody a dopamine fix. So if that's you, I want you to comment the word WISE right now, and I'm going to send you the details. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure that you click the link in the description, book a call with us. I'd love to jump on a call and talk through what this really looks like. Now, let me leave you with this. You don't have to become louder. You just need to become clearer. You don't have to go viral. You just need to be valuable. And the world doesn't need another influencer. It needs you. I just released a podcast about this today. If you have not listened or downloaded the Mark Casto program, go find it on Apple Podcast, or you can find it on Spotify. But I just did a podcast on this. The world doesn't need another influencer. We're seeing the death of the influencer age. It needs you, a messenger, a voice of wisdom in a world drowning in noise. There are people out there that are begging for somebody to say something significant to them to help them where they're at. They need your wisdom. So let's build your platform. Let's monetize your message. Let's restore influence to people who actually care. And again, just drop the comment wise in the comments below if this is something that's really hit your spirit. And then I'm going to come back here, probably not tomorrow, but Monday. And I want to talk to you about the loudest isn't the wisest and how to stand out without selling out. So if you love this, not only comment the word wise, but put a heart in the comments or put a fire emoji, put something in the comments below. And I want you to let me know, Mark, I love this. I'm tracking with this. And I would love to see more episodes about you talking about being a wisdom-led messenger. And I want to just keep giving some free nuggets, some just training here to encourage some of you that are sitting on a gold mine of your wisdom and say, we need you to take your place in the digital market. So I appreciate you guys so much. So thankful that you guys are here. So thankful to be helping wisdom-led messengers rise up in this hour and speak and be a voice to people in this digital age. Guys, we're going to change the world. So thanks for joining me today. Hope you have an awesome day. I look forward to joining you again on one of these live streams. Make sure, hey, if you know somebody that's sitting on a gold mine of wisdom, if you know somebody that's looking for a way out of the 9-to-5, somebody, even bivocational pastors and leaders that want to really give themselves the time that they need to grow their ministry and be present with their family without working the 9-to-5 job, I'm telling you, I can show pastors how to create 6-figure incomes if they would just come over here and let me show them how to package their God-given wisdom. So share this with somebody. Share it with a friend. We are experiencing a kingdom entrepreneurial revolution, and I want to help you monetize your message, package your God-given wisdom, make an impact on the globe, and you find true financial and time freedom in the process. So God bless you guys. Thank you for joining me today. Make sure if you're following me on YouTube right now, or if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I look forward to catching you soon. Talk to you later.